Gotta witness to believe like Shaquem in the league. Had to lose a couple things for this dream. Nowadays, love ain't everything it seems. It ain't everything. That's why I'm on social, but ain't social media. Turn them to some things. They do anything for clout. I do it out. I chase the dream. I do it out to chase the dream. It's some pressure on me. It's some pressure on me. Go broke to look rich. Make assumptions off of pics. Swear that blind, lead that blind, so everybody told sticks. Why can't we show love to the people? We ain't out the mud.
All right, welcome back to another episode of Don't Do That Chat. As always, it's your boy M80.
It's your boy Artis, aka Tease.
It's your boy Dether Money, man. The fly one, never been a lummy, man. You understand me?
Damo, you feel me?
And today's episode is brought to you by Integrity Cuts, located in Tracy, California. If you go ahead and need yourself a hairline, you need to go ahead and chop that nasty ass off the top of your head. Go ahead and hit up Integrity Cuts, located in Tracy, California. Go ahead and ask for Marquise. He'll get you right. Now, getting into today's topic, boys, what are we talking about? What are we talking about today?
First thing we're gonna talk about Gavin Newsom and the recall. We all from the California Bay Area, so we're gonna get to that.
Yeah.
Then we're gonna roll over to COVID because this has a lot to do with COVID and the policy that we'll put in place for it. You feel me?
100.
All right, so the first question would be is for all my California Bay Area people out there, how do y'all feel about this recall, or are y'all even aware of what's going on with the recall?
Man, if you're not aware of this recall going on, bro, I'm not going to lie, bro. I'm going to have to look at you with some questions, bro. Like, it's been kind of a big thing. But, I mean, you know, if I'm going to answer that question, honestly, it's just like I really don't care. I mean, I casted my vote, of course. But seeing that California is just blue, I can't see this election going anywhere else. I mean,
Well, my brother, because I'm one of those slow Americans out there. Because you know it's a million of us. Break down this recall for me, man. Elaborate on that.
You got it, M80?
yeah, I'll go ahead. So basically, this recall is primarily focused on Governor Gavin Newsom and the way he handled COVID. A lot of people are mad that Gavin Newsom shut down businesses when the pandemic started. And that California was like one of the first ones to take a really aggressive step towards battling COVID. And so basically, our Republican counterparts didn't find like in that. So even though Gavin Newsom only has about a year left in office, they felt the need to raise and spend over $200 million.
Get that nigga up out of there?
Just for this recall to come. I mean, but
Okay,
I mean,
I'm
it's
glad you touched on that too, because you could tell they definitely spent a lot of money
unnecessary
and funding trying to get him up out of there. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all probably people done got a couple calls. I done got like both 4 or 5 calls of them trying to get me to persuade and not vote for Gavin Newsom, all type of different things.
Damn.
Probably did it.
You know what I mean? Huh?
You probably voted for him.
For him. No, against them.
I mean, I'm not going to discuss who I voted and who I didn't vote for. You get what I'm saying?
Oh, what, you scared, bro?
Nah. But
Say it with your chest.
I like to dive into why are they trying to get somebody out? You get what I'm saying? And who are they gonna have to replace it? You get what I'm saying? That's my whole little thing, and it's like,
And what are they going to do to replace it?
exactly, they already showing what they doing. You feel me? And that's what raised my eyebrow. If it was just some community fun, whoop, the people's person, that's different. You get what I'm saying? But it seemed like it's a whole bunch of, like I said, government maybe manipulation, funding, all type of different things that's involved to try to maybe get this man out and get somebody else.
So what do y'all think they going to do to better COVID? Or to better the conditions that we in?
Look,
I think they're gonna try to rectify it.
I think we can go ahead and just already see what they're doing. I mean, obviously they're not doing shit. I mean, because look, we got COVID going on. You can go ahead and look at the news. You can see that COVID is actually getting worse. But I mean, all you see over social media and media is that, hey, football's back. Fuck it, we got stadiums of 108,000 people up in this. We gonna do that. It was like, oh, but if you unvaccinated, like you're hurting the world. But I'm just like, bro, even if you're vaccinated, you can still catch the virus and still spread it. Somebody can spread it to somebody else who's vaccinated, and they can spread it to somebody else who's vaccinated.
Right.
And yeah, they probably won't get hurt by it.
So
They're kind of reaching out to the people who are at risk.
But you just said it perfectly right there. You literally, by vaccination, you're not saying that you can't get it. It's saying you increase your immune system for it. It's like a booster shot. As in, people who are unvaccinated has a way higher chance of getting symptoms and being out. There's a lot of NFL players that are out because of COVID, but they have no symptoms. They just got to wait their days before it's over. And it's people that in the NFL that actually, without vaccination, and got COVID, that actually down on beds are waiting to heal up and actually got lung issue and respiratory issue, which is like the standard things that COVID causes for people. So it's not saying that you can't get COVID because you have the shot. It's saying that if you do get it, it's less likely to harm you. You're still less likely to get it.
But is that true though?
Yes.
I
See,
would believe it.
I feel like, all right, so whose fault is that for the people being misinformed? You feel me? Like, ain't none of these people went to medical school. All these people that's getting the vaccine, like your everyday regular people, they don't. Some of them already ain't aware. You know what I'm saying? Or else some would have took the other necessary precautions
saying, though.
to avoid the virus. You feel me?
Who's supposed to teach us about this stuff?
I'm aware. I'm non-vaccinated. You feel me? I take different precautions and things like that. I feel like to uplift my immune system. I'm not gonna just be cocky because you feel me. Anything can happen. You feel? I'm not saying like I'm just safe, but
I'm never saying that. I'm just saying it's a funny thing. So like I was watching this video on TikTok, and it was like this doctor. It was like a little funny. Supposed to be kind of funny, or ironic, using sarcasm. It was like, I go to school for 10 years, and I tell you that this vaccination will increase your chances of surviving COVID or not getting or not having any symptoms. And now, and the person that has not educated, don't know nothing about none of this stuff, telling me that doesn't work, or I'm telling a lie. I'm trying to confuse
I
you.
never said it didn't work. I'm trying to say all right, let's say this. If I go to my coach, all right, you feel me? I'm a
Why
kid.
you trust your coach? Because your coach has more experience than he's been trained.
Hey,
He's been doing it longer.
I
than
didn't
you.
break
So you
anything
trust your
down.
coach.
You didn't break nothing
Like,
down.
what is this guy talking about?
But I
Did
definitely,
fuck with him?
after you finish, bro, I definitely want to go ahead and answer this question.
It's all good. It's all good. So if I go to my coach, you feel me, and I ask him, all right, coach, I'm trying to build my endurance for the season. I see we got, you feel me, a shorter rotation of point guards. I need to build my endurance so I'm able to play the long haul. Whoop-de-whoop. He give me a list of things to do, right, for to build my endurance. He don't just give me this one thing like, oh, bro, are you just gonna run laps around the thing? Just do that and you'll be all right. That's a bad coach. You get what I'm saying? He gonna give you a list of multiple things and you get to pick and choose. Or if you really want to help yourself, you do a multitude of all of them. You get what I'm saying? But he gonna give you a list of things to do. He ain't gonna just tell you do suicides. That's a failed coach, bro.
You answer your own question. All you have to do is you can do a multitude of all of them. I'm gonna let you go.
He definitely did call next though, but
I definitely did though.
Okay, go, bro.
Okay, so look, all I wanted to say is, I'm not really trying to try to say that he's right and that you're wrong or anything. What I'm trying to say is that of course, Dartis, you're still right about he's right as far as in saying like nobody said it doesn't work, because I'm not sitting here saying that the vaccine doesn't work. All I'm saying is that the reason why people don't want to get the vaccine isn't because it doesn't work. It's because of what happens next. You know what I'm saying? What are the adverse reactions that could possibly happen to somebody's body? And you have to. I feel like you have to take that in consideration because, this is. I'm taking this vaccine because, it's greatly gonna decrease my chance of getting COVID. But I'm not worried about COVID. I'm worried about the other after effects that'll happen to me. Because if I'm other people, you got to know that not everybody in the world is the same. And I'm gonna start asking questions. It's just like, damn, bro. When people, I see people get the vaccines, and you telling me they're out of commissions for like a day and maybe up to 2 days, and everybody says like they feel like crap in between those days. Like, man, I don't know. I don't want to put that on my body because, hey, if this is happening for these days, like, what's gonna happen down the line? And that's just the question that people are asking. I'm not saying it's not gonna work. So you got to go ahead and throw that argument out because nobody's saying the vaccine doesn't work. But the point of the vaccine is, because I don't want to get COVID and I don't want to spread it, but I can see why people are asking the questions as far as like, if I get vaccinated, I can still catch COVID and still pass it. So if that's the case, why do I still want to get it? You know what I'm saying?
The whole point. I just told you the whole point.
And I just told you the point why people don't.
It's to lower your odds of being deadly. I understand why it's fair why you don't get it. I'm not arguing for people that don't get it. I'm just here to lay you the facts of why if you get it, this is the purpose of getting it. So to go off what you said, it's like when you take a medicine, you take chemo.
I've never taken chemo before.
When people take chemo, I'm not saying you got chemo, but when people get cancer and they take chemo causes people to get weaker, lose weight, lose hair, all these negative side effects. Mm-hmm. But it comes with the reward of it can get rid of this cancer too. So no matter what you take, you can have a whole thing that saves your life from cancer, but it's gonna cause you bodily harm. It's called.
My bad. They've also just said that chemo is that's the worst resort.
Yes, but it's
that's a perfect example. That's basically like what they did. They just put everybody that, whether you got a high immune system, whether you got a low immune system, whether you high risk to getting disease, whatever, we gonna all put everybody on chemo.
No, now I'm gonna go to you now. Now I got something for you because I was going off of what M80 was saying. Now this is completely different. You went up to you used a sports analogy like, well, the coach didn't lay me out all these multiple things to do. Mm-hmm. Well, this is a dire thing, so I can lay you out multiple things that could potentially help your respiratory system grow. Mm-hmm. But if I give you this steroid, it gives you what you want. You can get you exactly where you need to be. If it's life or death, and I have to choose between you working out or you taking this steroid to be fine, I'm gonna give you the steroid because I'm not gonna risk your life.
But I could have swore they said it's not a guarantee. You said this, so that statement is false.
Nothing in this life is absolute, but it's about reducing. It's about reducing your odds.
Yeah, so
it's a law of averages in the whole world. Chemo is 100%, but it increases your odds.
You're walking into my argument. That's my point. I'm trying to say, how do we even know that vaccine has a higher chance of reducing your odds other than these other supplements?
You can see it in the numbers. So it's actually a study.
Because it shows in both you'll get sick, right? You can get sick doing both tactics, right?
But when you get sick,
all right. Look, I feel like I understand what both y'all saying, and to conclude to what y'all saying, because I feel like, to be honest, it's a never-ending argument right now. Because for one, the vaccines is fresh. Like, I feel like what y'all saying more so is y'all want to see the long-term effects of the vaccine before you go ahead and get one, because eventually COVID, if it's here, I plan on living long term. You know what I'm saying? So if COVID is here, right, and we're if COVID is here, bro, and we've been fighting this for damn near now, we already been past the year. We going on to the second year. It looked like it's gonna be here for at least 5 years or more. You feel me?
I mean, we said that. I just want to say that. That's my bad.
Y'all already said what?
That is gonna be here for a minute. It's not.
Oh
gonna
yeah,
just
exactly.
Go away.
So that's why I was saying it to conclude it. Like,
the president, he said it's gonna be a cold winter. Y'all remember that? We can rewind the tape. He said it's gonna be a cold winter. But my bad, my brother. I ain't trying. Go ahead, my fault. I ain't trying to cut you off.
Say it one more time.
Yeah, brother. President, he was saying it's gonna be a cold winter back during election time. You feel me? He was letting everybody know what was coming. So we already knew what to expect. People that's paying attention.
But it's hard to pay attention to them subliminal messages for somebody like myself, bro. Because cold winter, bro, that could mean a million things, bro. To be honest with you, and you not gonna know what he talking about until it happens. Like, you ain't gonna be able to be like,
yeah, I'm not
just make sure you get that heater. You feel me?
That's all that means. You know what I'm saying? You got to prepare for the worst.
So how would y'all? How when he said it's a cold winter, how would you know to build your immune system and not do something else? You get what I'm saying? And not prepare with guns or.
I assume that. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, like he just said.
Because COVID, how did you know COVID was coming before it came? That's what I'm saying.
Because I don't know. You got to kind of go back to what we were saying. You go back to the definition. So, when it was a cold winter back in the day, what did that mean?
Are you talking about pre-election? You talking about pre-COVID?
Yeah,
he talking about pre-COVID. We were supposed to be prepared our body for COVID, bro.
During COVID?
It wasn't pre-COVID,
oh,
nigga.
It was during COVID.
I'm saying? This nigga had already damn near won the election. He said it's gonna be a cold winter. You feel me? This when he's doing his little speech, whatever the fuck, I don't even remember. You saying it's gonna be a cold winter. So what I take from that, I'm not a genius. I'm half smart nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm not no super smart nigga. So I don't even know. I can tell you it's a plan come by. I don't know the plan.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying is, are you assuming that food is gonna be, different? It's gonna be probably a light sack of food if it's a cold winter. I'm thinking back in the day, right? It's gonna be a lot colder. People gonna be a lot sicker. Cold winter, right? Oh, my bad. Cold winter. Look, people's already trying to.
It's the government. It's the government messing with your mic.
But to me, those are the minor things though. The main thing they're not talking about is the government cutoff on unemployment and all that type of. And how
hell yeah,
not going to their jobs and how they trying to make sense. But how they trying to make people get vaccinated now?
How does it make sense, bro, for you to shut down the world but keep the price of everything the same or go up?
They're trying to shut down the world.
Because I'm a half smart nigga, like I said.
They're trying to shut down the world.
If they tell you you have to mandatory get the vaccine.
They don't tell you that.
I know that.
So why would they want to shut down the world, bro? Let's skip to that one. Why would they want to shut down the world for COVID?
I mean, to be honest with you, I feel like that's a very difficult question to ask. But the question that that you just came up with, or you just said what you just said, as far as like, if everything's shut down, why is prices are gonna go up? My thing is, why the fuck is prices going up? I mean, money is literally just a made up concept, bro. Like,
Exactly.
inflation is really just a made up concept.
It is, but it ain't,
really,
bro. You got to go to work every day to pay your bills,
it is,
right?
but it ain't. But I'm saying, what's the point of inflation? Like, if you're gonna be raising inflation, then how are people supposed to live? You feel me?
Everything's
Like,
inflation happens.
It happens, but you gotta understand, inflation. It happens, yes, but it's happening at a very dumb rate right now. Like, why are people? We've been asking for like people for jobs for $20 an hour.
Because less people are working.
And people out here are actually working for $20 an hour, and they cannot afford to even live in a 1-bedroom apartment.
Yes,
bro.
they can in the right state.
Barely.
In the right state.
Yeah, in the
Nigga,
right
your
state.
minimum
But
wage-
in the right state,
Yo,
who's
you
fucking paying $20 an
that
hour?
part.
Who?
Hey, look, I was in Arizona
That
making
part.
$12 an hour, living like a king.
12.
Nigga, you wasn't living like no king.
I made
nigga.
$20 by living in a mansion.
Niggas ain't lying. Niggas used
Like,
to
Oh, homework to wipe his
Hey,
ass.
He was up there struggling,
Come on.
bro. It was you.
Hey,
come
so
on.
care
after I
packages and all type
graduated,
of-
after I graduated, I was chilling.
Yeah, but before that, bro, you still had to work. You was struggling, bro. You was working, right?
But I was taking.
You was
I was
still
taking
having
19 units.
still had them
I was
college
taking
draws
19
on.
units.
Still was starving, right?
No, I wasn't.
Oh, okay.
I was
Brother,
tired. I was
stop.
working a lot, but I wasn't tired.
I don't know, bro. He look a lot heavier now than he did back then. So, that's all I'm saying, bro. Shit.
So, but you niggas look like y'all losing weight. So what's that say about y'all?
I'm
We on a
grinding.
diet,
We on the
nigga.
grind.
Nah,
We on the grind.
hey, what I'm trying to say, going back to what point? I want to ask you. You said something. I threw me off with this old other BS y'all started talking about.
It wasn't no BS, bro. Y'all talk about BS, bro, because y'all talking
No, hold on.
about
But who's y'all?
them two, bro. But y'all wasn't talking about BS, but y'all BS because it ain't it's no winner to your argument. You feel me? Y'all both right in your own
No,
way, bro.
the
Okay,
only
look,
argument
look.
I'm trying to make is why not be safe?
But look, though.
It's not being safe.
But it's
You
both
can still be
ways.
safe.
Both ways are being saved. One way he's saying, "I want to see what happened to you before I take it. If you good and you make it through a year or two, then I'll."
But one way, okay, perfect. I like the way you put that.
I got
But one
perfect
way is
example.
selfish. One way is selfish.
How?
And look, so I want to see what goes on, what happened to other people first. Even though they're saying it's supposed to be the safer way, I'm looking out for myself. Now,
Exactly.
if you take the other precaution of safety, you're looking out for everybody else.
Let me use this example. I got a perfect example. Let me
Think
just walk
about
with
it.
me. Just walk with me. Just
Walk
with
with him. Walk with him.
Just walk with me real quick.
Walk with him.
Say
Hell no, we
y'all
can't.
two both get bit by a snake, a poisonous snake, bro. The same exact snake in the same spot. Twin brothers, twin blood, everything.
Beating the fuck out that snake.
You feel me? He's a doctor. I'm a doctor. He come through. He like, damn, bro. We gotta chop your hand off, pimp. It's the only way.
Right.
You come through, chop
Right,
your hand
right,
off, you
right,
survive.
right.
I come through. I'm like, damn, it's another option, bro.
Right.
We could try something different.
Right.
I get the olive oil.
Right.
Suck the poison out his hand. Hey, suck the poison out his hand. Y'all both survived, bro.
There's more than one way to skin a
We
cat.
both did our job, right?
Right. But now
You gonna
you
be
fucked
mad at
up
him?
without a head.
You mad at him? He still saved your life.
It's not coming through on the mic. Don't worry about the feedback. But hey, that was a perfect analogy. I'm not
That was
gonna lie.
a cool
That
one.
was a perfect
That
analogy.
was
I'll
a
give it to
cool
you.
one.
That was
But
probably-
you know why I
that was top
disagree
three
with
right
that
there.
one,
But
bruh.
that
You know
doesn't
why I
defeat what I'm trying to
disagree
tell
with.
you.
You know why I
Brother got his
disagree
hand
with.
chopped
No. My disagreement in that, bruh, is just because, bruh, y'all twins, bruh, don't mean y'all the same person or y'all got the same blood. Y'all
It's
two
called
different people.
eugenics.
You feel me?
No,
I mean,
facts.
y'all not
So-
twins no more because you got a hand and he don't.
But I'm trying to say is, bro, even if the snake venom don't give a fuck about blood type, I just
For
used that
sure,
because
for
I
sure.
knew y'all was gonna try to find any way to find a different argument, bro. So you nigga, I use the exact same. You know what I'm saying?
I feel it.
The
Because
blood really don't matter.
here, I want to go ahead and elaborate on that because
bad,
I
the
feel
blood
like
don't matter.
the reason why is because he made a really good analogy right there as far as like if you like okay we can chop your hand off, you'll be good. You're just gonna jump the gun. Just do it. Go ahead, doc. Save my. And then but he was like, oh, shit. Let me wait. You go ahead. You find the olive oil, and you figured out like, oh shit, that was a more natural way
Right.
to do it. But here's the thing. We were just sitting here talking about it earlier, were we not, about how as far as people who are getting the shots, we got women who are like who can't get pregnant, infertility. You got people who are just feeling weird like that, and then of course you got other people who aren't. But I'm just saying that as far as in this analogy, if we're gonna go ahead and look at comparisons, you'll say that people who didn't get vaccinated are still just waiting to see what's actually going to happen because. I mean, it's still early in the vaccination stages. You haven't really seen the mass population being vaccinated for over a year now. You know what I'm saying? We got people who are just now reaching that year mark. And, you know, so far so good, you know, and I'm happy for that. But still, some people want to see what's going to happen like 2, 3 years later down the line, because like let's take a look for example, if we smoking cigarettes every day, we can be smoking cigarettes for 5 years straight and not really notice nothing, but shit, years down the line we could probably develop lung cancer, we'll probably develop that a real mean cough. You know what I'm saying? But shit, that's what I'm just saying. You got to understand that's what people are doing. So you just can't think like, oh, you have to get vaccinated. That's the only way. But
that's I could agree with y'all.
I'm not saying that's
perspective on
I'm
that
just
one.
saying the law of averages. Now let's go back to your analogy.
here we go with this law of averages.
With the doctors cutting off your hand. I'll tell you this. It's 100% chance that you're going to survive. If I cut your hand off, there's a 50% chance that I suck it out, you're going to survive.
Right.
What odds are you going to take, the 100% or the 50?
No facts. And
That's the real choice people got to make.
Facts. And that first 10 minutes.
But now you fight 50% be dead.
And we sitting there counting to the clock.
With a hand and everything.
We count the clock though. We count the clock. You feel me? Once that hour hit, then we know you good. But you feel the first 10 minutes, we nervous. 20 minutes, we nervous. Hold on, Pip. You over there going through it this whole hour. Your damn self. You feel me? You going through it, bro. Still. You feel me? It ain't like you just.
So you telling me you trying to walk the line with your life?
He ready to walk it, bro. He ain't tripping. He
walking the line with his life.
Hey, for one, I talk too much shit to have one hand in this world, bro. I can't do it. It's gonna be a bad day for me, bro. I couldn't do it. You feel what I'm saying? Like.
So you saying with the whole? I'm gonna bring it back to COVID. So you saying with this COVID thing that you're not opposing the vaccination, or you saying you with it? You just saying you gonna walk the line until they say everybody that don't got COVID dying right now.
I'm
then you try to
risk.
let me go get one right now.
I'm aware of the risk I'm taking.
But what is it too late at that point?
I'm aware of that. Facts. And I hope it's not.
He's saying
and I feel like this touches. I feel like this touches on last week's episode as far as like he's aware of the choice he's making. You know what I'm saying?
With that stop sign shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because it's not.
But guess what?
Because some people were just like, "Oh, vaccine. Let me go get it. Go get it."
Yeah, that's some people.
And other people was like, let me go ahead and make this choice. And some people said, you know what, I'm going to get it. And other people was like, I'm just going to wait and go ahead and make my own choice and try to get that. I just feel like it connects in a very good way, bro. I think it does.
I know it may not look like that, but I wasn't really for getting the vaccination off rip.
Yeah.
Let me break it down to you, because I'm like, first of all,
you got to show us.
I definitely been in a situation or multiple times where I would say being the safest towards it. The reason I got it because I was going to Jamaica, and I was still like, but then my grandpa was like, it's not so much about you, it's about what you can do. It's about him and you potentially endangering his life. So me doing it was never because, I want to make sure I'm okay. But if I can increase the chance of somebody that I love being okay, then why not?
And that's what they do, though. And that's what they was doing with them. They manipulating the loved ones. All you feel me, bro? Do with the media. It's popular size, bro. I seen a caption the other day. It said a lot of y'all would be worshiping Satan right now if he was popular.
They do.
You feel me? And you see the shift. You see the shift. That you post. Somebody posted it. You feel me? I seen somebody post it, and it was real. But hey, man, you hear me? Yeah. That's basically what I was saying, bro.
I don't know what to go off that.
Honestly, I'm gonna go ahead and like switch it up. So I'll say with this talk about Satan, and just in my opinion, I just wanted to go ahead and give my view on what I think God is, not who I think he is.
We could talk about this.
Hold on, pause.
What do you mean pause?
We're not making a religious jump from COVID.
This isn't about religion. This isn't about religion. This isn't about religion.
About religion though. It does have a lot to do about
religion.
Does,
but I'm
because
not
a lot of people
here.
that's getting shot are the same ones that's putting their faith and trust in a higher power, somebody else, looking for somebody else to save them. You feel
exactly,
me? As opposed to not knowing that God within you.
And what I wanted to say is, as far as like, yeah, we're talking about God, but I'm talking about what I think God is. I'm not talking about who I think God is. As far as like, I'm not gonna identify with him with any religion. I just want to say,
is it relevant for this topic?
Because what I'm talking about, relevance for this topic, is because it's the same reason why you think you're gonna get the vaccine. You getting this vaccine because you think, it's gonna make my risk lower. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just going to go ahead and explain why I feel like in my mind, what I define as God. And so basically, just to make it real simple, what I define as God is the ability that got me here today. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to go ahead and say it was a specific entity. I'll just say that there is probably a greater power out there that has, probably not conformed to what we would think in our eyes, like because we're humans, we would think, God probably is a human. But I think it's just a possibility of the outcomes that have come in my past and basically molded me right here into my present, as far as like, my history. And ultimately why I'm still breathing here today, because I just wanted to say, like, I know in my life, I'm definitely happy to still be breathing. I'm definitely happy to have this circumstance that I'm living in right now, and I'm grateful for that. And I feel like the things that happen up until this point, that's the definition of God, as far as like, you know, getting my life to this point right here. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it could definitely be translated differently, but I'm just gonna say that's my opinion on the situation. I don't like to go ahead and pin as like, oh no, that's just a work of the Christian God that we got going on in church, or the Islamic God, or whatever kind of religion wants to be brought into this topic. I just feel like God isn't necessarily a specific entity. It's probably just a force of nature that surrounds our life.
So what's that got to do with COVID? As you talk about this, God is the reason people not taking, or you said God was the reason people are taking the vaccination?
No, he was saying
me?
no. I'm just saying, I'm just going off of what he said as far as or maybe Jordan. You guys can't see him on camera, but we got our boy Scoring Jordan in the building. Shout out to my boy. You feel me? Go ahead and slap his new mixtape. You feel me?
Show me son.
But he said,
Show me.
But what he said, and him and Dom in correlation, what they said was like, you know, a lot of people would probably be worshiping Satan, which they do if he was popular, and I feel like that was very, very valid to our argument here as far as with COVID. I just want to go ahead and throw in that side note of what I think God is, as far as from my opinion, just to get the, you know, conversation flowing.
No, I appreciate that. We appreciate that. You feel me? We pardon. That's what we do. You feel me?
I don't want
Let
to
your
touch
thoughts
on
out.
this.
Yeah, we need to
That's
talk
what-
about
that's
that.
what-
yeah.
Let's
We don't want
take it
that-
down a different corner, a different
Yeah.
alley. I don't want to go down that.
Oh, my bad. As far it just reminded me as far as what I wanted to say. So, in your opinion, I know that you don't believe in a higher entity or whatnot. What do you think happened, or what do you like to say basically got you to this point in life? Do you think it's just the way life is supposed to be, or do you have any thankfulness for where you are right now in your situation? And who would you give that thanks to? Would you give it to yourself, or
that's
just
a
would you
great
give it to
question.
some kind of like,
That's a great question.
you know,
Well,
special?
honestly, I think it's a combination of it's a combination of, like I said, law averages. You're gonna be put in random situations every day, and the outcome is just how it's gonna come out. You could talk to 100 people, and the outcome, the law averages, it is always gonna balance itself out. So then also, I think you do control your path. So when I was younger, I was always, let me pray, hope this is gonna happen. And then I got older, I'm like, okay, let me go out there and do it, and let me make sure as long as I make that decision, I put the work towards it, I can get where I need to go. And then some of it just luck, but luck is half preparation, and you put in the time and work into it, and then you get lucky.
Yeah,
So
put
some
yourself
people
in a position.
some people put their luck. God made me lucky. God blessed me, or some people say I got lucky. No matter how you want to put it, it's essentially it can be seen as the same thing.
So I kind of want to just like break it down to something like simpler, because I got your answer to that, but I kind of just want like a straight black and white answer. Do you feel grateful for where you are in life right now and all the situations that you've been through? Would you credit that to something that is probably above your knowing, or would you just say, nah, that's just the way life
me.
is?
No. Or would you say that's all me?
Like everything was controlled by you.
No, because you trying to make it, and nothing's black and white.
It's only
different
it
variables.
is
I'm
damn near black
asking,
and white,
I'm
bro.
not saying
It's
if you
either
believe in. I'm just saying, do you take credit for that, or do you not take
I
credit?
take credit for half my life. Half I was controlled when I was a kid.
No,
I was,
yeah,
Half my
facts.
life was depicted on my parenting, my mom, grandparents, stuff like that. When I got college and above, I'll take credit for most of it, because most of it was all me putting myself in position with a couple. With my preparation and work, it got me into some situations. You can say, Dortiz got lucky, but also I prepared for that moment, and the opportunities coming my way.
I could tell y'all, from me being this man twin, bro, out of anything successful he done did in his life, he never was like, thank God, or you feel me? He never, you feel me?
Yeah,
like
I
me,
understand.
and we twins, bro, and I'm the type of person, you feel
I
me?
done seen
Behind
that
closed
nigga.
doors,
I done seen buddy
thank
on
God,
me.
like, you feel me? Because
You done
like
been in
for
many
me,
situations.
I don't know, I didn't sit back and really thought about that time. And I'm like, bro, I don't know, I don't believe in all that Christ and like you said, all that Muslim, all that, but I just feel like it's a higher power up there. I don't know what it is, but I feel like people on this world we're spiritual beings.
Facts.
You feel me? And I feel like
Facts.
really, I just feel like the world hella big, bruh. So I feel like, I don't know if this is true. This is just a theory I came up with in my own head, but I feel like we're not the only planet with life. So in saying that, I feel
That's
like
actually facts now.
I
I
feel
kinda-
like other planets
you
have
just-
their own unique qualities.
Yeah, you just kind of reminded me. I kind of want to ask you guys another question as far as that. So basically, you know, I was on TikTok and I seen a video where it was asking as far as like, let's think about ourselves, right? You know, in correlation to this coronavirus, COVID-19, whatever. So our body has an immune system, and it's meant to fight off bacteria and things that are meant to kill us. So thinking of that, and you just said it. You said you feel like everything is connected. wouldn't you say that Earth is probably a living organism?
Mm-hmm.
And would you think that as far as like, okay, if we have a flu or we have something that's attacking our body and is making it unhealthy, our immune system responds and we try to do something to get rid of that toxin.
Mm-hmm.
What if humans are a toxin to the Earth and Earth's way of responding to us is famine, natural disasters, fires, bad things, like,
sure.
you know, kind of like apocalyptic behavior? Do you believe that it's probably Earth just trying to go ahead and make itself healthier by cleansing itself of its virus, which could be us, you know?
Hell yeah, I believe that shit.
Yeah. What about you, Dartis?
I do.
I think we do contribute to more because global warming we contribute to happen at a higher rate. But Earth already had these natural things going on.
But
already had volcanoes. It already had hurricanes.
All of that was to keep itself.
Because either other countries we haven't
though.
been to have the same natural disaster. They have similar storms.
No, it's nothing wrong with natural disasters, bro. That's normal. The Earth has to do that to keep itself. Like I said, it's a living, whatever you want to call it, thing. It's a living thing. You feel me?
Basically, like,
It
why
has
is
to. Like, that's why animals kill each other. It's to keep natural balance. You get what I'm saying? So fires happen. You feel me? Even where fires happen, you would think, okay, a big ass fire happened over this land. Nothing will ever grow there. No, it's shit that happened. Like, it's shit that. It's plants that could grow through that fire dirt. You get what I'm saying? And cause new land and new life. You get me? So, in saying that, bruh.
As far as like in the cleanse, you know,
It's cleaning itself. It's cleaning itself, bruh. But we're destroying Earth at us so rapidly that it can't cleanse itself.
Facts.
You get what I'm saying?
Facts. Just to give you an example of how fast rapidly. If we go ahead and I learned this from, I think, Neil Armstrong, the very smart black scientist, where in one of his shows, if you go ahead and you break down Earth's timeline into one calendar year of 365 days, and you go ahead and you look at human involvement compared to the rest of Earth's timeline, we came in probably at around 11:59 p.m. On New Year's Eve day, and we've already fucked up 50% of our planet in that short span of time. So I would just say that, you know, yeah, natural disasters have always been a part of Earth's organism, but will you not say that the natural disasters that are happening now are pretty strong? I would say, like, as far as California's natural wildfires.
I think this is a part of
Number
human,
one.
This is a part of human evolution. As we get more advanced, we need more resources. We need more tools to build things. And you even see, let's take it to like a lower level. Let's talk it to like movie Marvel and stuff like that. Let's go to Thanos and his planet. The lack of resources, lasting them building stuff, causes the planets to die over time. So by us evolving, things are naturally going to break down. But even without us evolving over time, no matter what, all these planets would destroy itself over time. The suns implode, black holes get created. So over time, no matter what, everything breaks down. We might be speeding it up, but it was already going to happen. We might make it happen a million years
probably.
later.
Ain't that what we just talked about with this COVID?
It is true.
Why speed it up and not stay safe,
It
bruh?
is-
Why
it
is
is-
we
it
try to
is true.
speed up our destruction?
But I mean, as far as the argument that you're going on with, Dartis, I feel like I have a rebuttal for you, because, you know, with COVID-19, you're saying that this vaccine, that we know what to do to get better, right? So I don't think this is a part of human evolution. I think this is a part of human ignorance, because we know exactly what we need to do to make this planet better.
Yeah,
we
and
have
I
solutions.
agree with him on
but
the
we're
human
not going ahead and pursuing these options in order to make sure that our planet is healthy and helpful. So
it's like the Black Plague. It was a simple solution. Wash your dirty ass. People want to wash their dirty asses, so you have to force them to. You got to force them to clean up the street. You got to force them to clean up their neighborhood. Force them to do these things because people wasn't washing their ass, so they was getting the Black Plague and dying. So we can't leave everything up to humans, because clearly humans are flawed, and sometimes they need a little push to get the things done.
Be specific on which humans that was.
Why?
White, nigga.
Why?
White.
I'm not talking about being
specific.
racist too. It's not
It ain't about being
about
racist. It's about being factual. Nigga, it wasn't no Black Plague in Africa, my nigga. It wasn't no COVID in Africa, my nigga. It wasn't all these fucking diseases in Africa, my nigga.
Who the white people try to get a syphilis to, bro?
Come on, man.
try, nigga. They succeeded.
I mean, yeah, they did, bro.
Come on, man.
Oh, God.
I mean, did they though? For real? When the
Hell
last time you heard a
yeah,
nigga with
nigga.
syphilis, bro?
What?
When you heard the last, you feel me? They
That's
probably
because niggas,
injected it, they put it in
that's
in
what I'm
it.
saying, bro.
But they said every 3 generations, you feel me? Be gone. Like as
Or
far as
no,
just,
no,
we
no.
talking about I'm not talking about diseases, bro. I'm talking about see, I got off a tangent, my fault. Let me slow down. You feel me? We talking about just genetic DNA, all of that. So
I just looked at that said different, bro.
I'm not talking about this. I'm talking about racial dynamics, anything. So let's say I go have a child with
Brittany Renner.
no.
Fantasies.
Yeah, this guy.
Nah, bro, I'm just talking about ain't ass bitches.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh.
But you'll
But,
comfort
but
her.
hey, we can damn near, hey, but look, we can damn near
Hey,
talk
hey,
about
hey.
this though.
Hold on.
Is she
yo.
ain't, you get what I'm saying? Cause she
She is.
Cause if she was a dude, motherfucker damn near trying to champion her. She let it be known what she was here for. She let it be known what she here afterwards. And she played a role to the end.
Nah, that's damn. Now I don't never fought nobody like that. I fought the person who got.
Exactly. He a nut, bro.
You retarded,
He's a
bro.
nut.
That's on you. I'm tired of people. I'm tired of
He's
people.
a nut, bro.
I think he was genuine.
Nah, fuck that. I'm tired of people playing the role. They're being stupid, bro. Somebody using you, bro. You talk about you playing genuine.
So he don't deserve
If
to
you
see
know
his
you
son?
getting used, nigga.
Bro,
With it,
thank you, bro.
He don't deserve to see his son though.
No, but if
I don't know
but
that
if you
whole
know what
story,
type of
though.
person
I
you
don't know
laying
that
with,
whole
all
story.
these
$200,000,
bro.
he deserves to see his son.
No facts.
Hell yeah,
That's a different shit.
That's
But
why I
y'all
don't
niggas
know. I don't
talking
know
about
this
no
whole
boohoo
story. And you on some weird.
Bro, that's your fault.
And you being gullible, bro.
Yeah, he did. He
Why
did
he didn't
get
take her to
gullible.
court?
He did get gullible, but all I'm saying is, what did he do to deserve that?
No, I got something deeper for. But isn't he just a
Accept
microcosm
her.
of human?
Accept
He went and
her.
chose up with the female that already let it be known she on dog.
That part.
That is true.
But isn't that a
Bro, you're
micro?
an NBA player, bro. You could have got a whole outstanding. That be niggas having these fantasies and all this type of trying to maintain,
That's
get women
what
that
you
they
get.
can.
And
You
you
feel me?
got
That's
big
what
your
you
ass,
get.
bro. That's why they
You
tell
be the
y'all
dude
to
to
be
mess with. Let
aware,
me tell you why
bro.
you'd be the dude to mess with Brittany.
Why would I be the dude?
I'ma bring it to
I be
court.
the dude to break Brittany.
No,
Don't
you
play
be the one to
with
mess
me.
with.
What is you talking about?
Let me
Don't
explain
get
it to. Let me explain it to.
Hey,
Nobody
hey,
do.
hey.
Let me listen to. Know why you be? I'm gonna go off. I'm
Go
gonna
ahead,
relate
let me
to
know
Kobe.
something, let me know
The reason
something.
you be the dude to mess with, because the whole world could be telling you you should not be messing with her. She's a go there. She this and that. But you gonna say, oh, the word against it. They trying to set her up. They want to see the other black woman fail. She ain't gonna hustle me. I'm gonna do my own thing. I should be fine. I'm gonna tote that white line. Bam, she got you. You
For
gonna be
one,
reading it.
I ain't got no goal for the dig up and take. That's for one. You feel me? I'm gonna keep my shit right here in the loop. Hey, I'm gonna let her know my shit right here in the loop. And if you touch it, you got it. You feel me? Don't touch nothing in the shed. Simple.
Man, on that note, we gonna wrap it up, man.
Come on, man.
All right,
Wrap it
fuck
up,
it. I
wrap
guess
it up.
we're gonna wrap it up. Hey, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget that we may have special prizes coming out. Just make sure you tune into each week of Don't Do That Chat. And remember, until next time, don't do that.
Don't do it.